It's just Bruce. He don't bite. Hello.
Mr. Bruce is being weird again. All right, then.
Hey, me again. If you're paying attention to the channel and you watched my last video, my wife did a guest spot, and I'm very happy about that. But my wife also messed up my Rubik's Cube. And anybody who knows me knows I'm really, really, really OCD about certain things. And my toys are one of them. The Rubik's Cube back in the 80s was something fascinating. It was brand new. And I know a lot of younger people says, oh, I know how to solve that. Yeah, because they looked it up on the internet. We didn't have the internet back then. So if you solved it, you had to solve it fair and square. My wife thinks it's funny to mess with it. And then I have to solve it. And it's been about a year and a half since she's done it to me. But she did it to me the other night. And I joked about it on the last video I made. So now I'm going to try to solve this in less than 8 minutes. See what happens. I need a beer, and then we'll get started. Well, here we go. I promise I'd give it a try. Solve this sucker in under 8 minutes. There it is. My wife likes to mess with this thing because she knows it sets off my OCD because I display it, because this is an original Rubik's Cube from the 80s. I actually display it in a stand. I love my wife. I really do. And if you saw my last video, you get to see her guest star. Yeah. Here it is. What I want to know is, how many of you Gen Xers still know how to solve that thing? Because it was a big deal to learn how to solve it. And once we learned how to solve it, it wasn't that big of a deal. But I'm not going to lie. It has been a while since I have solved this. So, yeah. Okay. So, yeah. All through middle school and high school, basically, this was the thing to have. This was the thing to beat. The Rubik's Cube. Now, I graduated in 1986. So, you know, in the 80s, this was the thing to have. The funny thing about it, it was actually out in 1974, but it never took off. And it was designed by a Hungarian guy named Erno Rubik. It didn't take off until 1980, and it was released by yeah, I'm cheating. It doesn't even give a company. But it didn't get into stores in America until 1980. But this is around since 1974. And hours and hours of us trying to figure this out. We used to do the competitions and stuff like that. I actually did some competitions when I was younger. I wasn't that good at it. And, you know, I could hold my own, but I never won any. But yeah, so that's the Rubik's Cube. And of course, it developed into different puzzles and stuff after that. But I have another one. Do you remember this guy? The Magic 8 Ball. You ask it questions and it can foretell your future and stuff like this. When I researched this, I was extremely surprised. I was very surprised. Before I tell you the facts, let's ask it a question. 8 ball, Magic 8 Ball. Does Bruce suck? Outlook, not so good. All right, apparently I suck. This came in popularity in the late 70s. But the funny thing about it is it came out in, you're not going to believe this. I didn't believe it either. I had to research it. 1946. Excuse me while I cheat for a minute. Now, it was popular in the 1970s, and it became re-popular again in the 1980s when Tyco bought the rights. And that's what I'm holding here. I'm holding one from the 80s, a Tyco brand. But, yeah, 1946 is when this thing first came out. And let me look this up. Abe Bookman of the, I don't know how to say this word, Alabay Crafts Company in Cincinnati, which is, you know, the home of Kenner, invented the Magic 8 Ball in 1946. A plastic sphere designed to look like an enlarged 8 ball, hello, provides answers to questions by randomly selecting from a 20-sided die with raised white answers. 20 sides on that little dice that's in there. 20 sides. I don't think it's 20 sides anymore. I feel like the dice doesn't have, I know the shape of it. I kind of want to cut it open now just to find out. I saw a video about that a long time ago, by the way. Anyway, answers questions randomly by selecting from 20-sided die with raised white answers. The die contains 10 positive answers, 5 negative answers, and 5 vague responses. To use the toy, you ask a yes or no question, shake the ball, and turn it upside down to read the answer. So, 1946 is when this was invented. That fascinated me. That's why I wanted to add it to this video. So, let's ask it one more question, and then I'm going to end this video. Yeah, my wife loves messing with me with this thing. Every time she sees it, I hid it from her for the longest time, but she found it last night, and, well, I solved it. I should have ran a stopwatch. Anyway, hey, do my videos suck? Better not tell you. Or better not tell you now. Maybe they do, maybe they're not. Either way, I'm glad you guys come check me out whenever I do dumb shit like this. So, I will catch you next time. Bye.
It's just Bruce, he don't bite. Hello.